I feel like every family has family secrets, but I just want to expose the fuck out of mine. Because I think they're genuinely just so weird. Why should I not just like expose the fuck out of it? Growing up, my grandma always had this boyfriend. Let's call him Jared. My grandma was dating Jared. They never got married, but like a long-term boyfriend. I'm talking like 30 years. Probably fucking more than that. Jared is technically my mom's stepdad. Just keep that in mind. So a couple years ago, my grandma kicks it. She passes away. Rest in peace, bitch. Like, I love you. My grandma is dead. Leaves us all with Jared. I never fucked with Jared. I just was like, I don't like you. But ever since my grandma's passing, Jared has found a new obsession with my mother. Ignore this eye, I have allergies. It does look like I just ripped the fattest blunt though. Say a year and a half ago, I get a call from my mom being like, Jared's being really fucking weird. I'm like, what is he doing? It's like, Jared sent me a text that he wants me to get dressed up and treat me like Pretty Woman. I said, bitch, what the fuck? My mom's like, no, Jared has like lost his mind. He also called your aunt, telling your aunt about a wet dream that he had. I said, bitch. Thing is, this is so unlike Jared. Like, my entire life before my grandma kicked it, Jared was not the type to be like creepy and fucking weird like he is now. So it's insane. The first part about this whole thing is like, it just gets worse, and Jared thinks my mom is equally obsessed with him. And my mom's like, what the fuck? Like, this is basically my stepdad. They were never that close either. Like, one time my mom was talking about her boyfriend, and Jared's like, I don't want to hear about this. Like, Jared convinced himself that he was in a love triangle with my mom and her ex-boyfriend. Mom's like, this is getting really fucking weird. Like, I don't know what to do. She's receiving texts every day. Like, you're so gorgeous. You're so beautiful. From Jared. Jared is convinced my mom and him are like dating. The thing is, it's like, he's not losing it really. Like, he's at a good state of mind. Like, yeah, he's old as shit, but like, he knows better to try and fuck his basically his ex-wife's like daughter. So last week, my mom texted Jared and she was like, hey, just like making sure you're okay with all the snow and everything. Here's the thing is, my mom's a good woman, because if it was me, I'd be like, Jared, shut the fuck up. Like, stop trying to hit on me. You're creepy as shit. Like, my mom is like, no, I would never do that. Like, such an angel. So Jared responds to my mom's text, and I'll post all of these on my Instagram story. Jared responds and it was like, oh, I'm okay. Thank you for like checking up on me. Like, da-da-da, thank you. And then my mom just hearts the message, like just loves the message. This motherfucker texts my mom and is like, Dina, you showed me with all the hearts that you sent today that the feelings I have for you are mutual. Because my mother loved his message. Like, my darling Dina, all the hearts that I've received from you today just shows that you're feeling the exact same way about me. My mom's like, what the fuck? Like, how the fuck did that happen? So Jared now thinks that my mother is obsessed with him because she loves some of his messages. Jared's like, this bitch wants to fuck. So Jared keeps texting my mom like, oh my God. But he never would say, oh my God. Jared's like, meet me here for breakfast, do this with me. And my mom's like, no, actually I can't. Like, I'm headed to the city. And he's like, why? And he's like, your daughter still live down there? My mom's like, no, like my boyfriend lives down there. I'm going to go see my boyfriend. Jared's weird ass loses his goddamn mind. He's like, boyfriend? My mom's like, yeah, like I mentioned to you that my boyfriend lives down there. Jared's like, you never mentioned that. My mom calls me and she's like, Libby, he's literally lost his mind. I'm like, mom, it is so crazy to me that like you don't block this man. Like, yeah, we might have to see him at like family parties and things like that, but like I would just set him so straight and be like, Jared, you're so fucking weird. So now Jared is just pissed off that my mom has a different boyfriend. And like, the thing is, Jared fully met and talked to my mom's boyfriend at Christmas Eve. The thing is, I always tell my mom, I'm like, give me one shot. Like, just please let me just have a phone call with Jared so I could be like, bro, literally fuck all the way off. Like, literally stop being a fucking creep. But I'm not gonna lie to you, the sick and twisted part of my brain is like, what if I just like told Jared my mom's equally in love with him and make him propose to her at like Christmas dinner just because I find it fucking funny? And like, I just know my sisters would also eat that up. They'd be like, this is too funny. Like, just really play a huge fucking joke on my mom. But honestly, I really wouldn't be funny to Jared. He actually would think that he's getting married to my mother because he lives in the land of Delulu. And don't get me wrong, I'm a frequent visitor of the land of Delulu. But I'm not that Delulu where I would think my dead girlfriend's daughter would let me hit. Like, Jared's a different breed. And those are just a little bit of my weird family secret.